In the previous session or so far, we have discussed about the theoretical part. In the sense, statistics mainly classified as two items. One is descriptive, another is inductive. So, in the descriptive statistics, the result the or the data is already collected and the obtained data is analyzed for its characteristics. Example, see the data for marks obtained of, of the fourth sem students say. Then this data is according to their characteristics. In the sense, characteristics may be first class, second class, third class, or failed students. The this is the characterized means tabulated data. So far, we have done this in the descriptive statistics. Another is inductive statistics. Inductive means inductive is same as the inference, statistical inference. May be termed as it means that logical of drawing statistically valid conclusions on the basis of the data we have. So this valid inference may be it is a logically statistically valid conclusions about the items termed as population. Let us see what is meant by population. See next. So before that, see in any statistical investigations on the basis of examining the part of the population known as sampling. So I can give an example for that. By the help of with the help of the marks obtained of the college, we decide or you draw conclusion. What we conclude? So many students are first class. So 50% first class, 40% second class, and the remaining 10% is the first class. Like that, we draw the conclusions. This concluding what you conclude or you draw the inference that comes under the inductive statistics. So for that we need some population sample etc. So what is meant by population then? Before that I can read this, the process of selecting units from a population. So what is population? So population means actually uh, this is the aggregate of objects, animate or inanimate, under the study in any statistical investigation. In any statistical investigation, the interest is usually lies in studying the various characteristics relating to items or individuals under the study which is known as population. Example, suppose in an inquiry, it is intended to determine the average per capita income of the people or per household income in a certain village, in a certain city. So, if your study area is Uttarakhand state or Karnataka state, if it is your study area is Karnataka, then Karnataka all the households in Karnataka is population. And what you select some villages from different district, that what you select the items from the households. Hey, item is here households from some district, that is known as sample. This is the main idea of sampling theory. So collecting the data of a characteristics of the population, any characteristics. Similarly, we want to study the expenditure habits of the families in any city, then the population will be consists of all the households in the city. in the city or any city, or say Bangalore city, or maybe Uttar Kannada districts. So Uttar Kannada district, say, if you consider the Uttar Kannada district, your population may be the steady area. That whole steady area, what you consider is your population, the all the households. What is your characteristics? So your study is your interest is to know the expenditure expenditure of each family. So that is so the expenditure of each household in Karnataka or in Uttar Kannada districts, your population. And what you select some you can't study all the, you can visit all the households to collect the data. So we need some a part of it. That part is known as sample. So a process of selecting units from a population, a process of selecting a sample to determine the certain characteristics of population is sampling theory. That is called as sampling theory. A sample is a subset of a larger population of individuals, households, business, organization, and so forth. So sampling enables researchers to make estimates of some unknown characteristics of the population. So population, again, don't confuse with the population and the sample. So population is big, or your study area, total all the individuals is called population. Out of the several objects, out of the whole objects, all the objects, you select some for your study, because all the households or all the individuals cannot be studied. It is very difficult, very much expensive. So for the study we select some area, that is called sample. A finite group is called population, whereas non-finite is called the universe. Next is, here you can get the idea. See, population is whole this brown color, and yellow color is a sample. Sample is one unit from that. So to more clear, see, sample is small stars is the biggest. So in the whole this eclipse or egg type shape, all the stars are called the elements or individuals. It may be each household. So this whole area may be your study area. It may be your any city or any town or any village or any district or any state, etc. Whatever depends upon your study. This is the study of this sample and population is known as sampling theory. Why sampling? Why sampling is necessary? As I said earlier, you can't study all the object. You can't study a characteristics, a selected characteristics of all the individuals in a universe or in a population. So you need subset of that, that is called sample. So sampling is needed. Get information about large population, so it is less cost, so we need sampling. So why we need sampling? Sampling is needed because of it less costs. This is less field time. Suppose your study area is Karnataka, say, can you visit all the households in Karnataka? Can you visit or can you interview all the persons of the Karnataka? Is very difficult. Very difficult means very difficult. It is not very much expensive. So for that we need sampling. Less civil time, more accuracy. That is, can do a better job of data collection. When it is impossible to study the whole population, we need sampling. Now sampling theory, there are two ways of collection of statistical data. One is complete enumeration or census. What you see the government do, the census survey means population survey for every 10 years. So each households they enumerate or they take the survey of each household, that is complete enumeration and sample survey. Now population as I said, this population is totality of or the total objects or aggregate of objects under study in any statistical investigation. Statistical investigation means your the study characteristic. The if you want to study a income of each household or each person, then this all the households in your study area is the population, and out of this population what is selects only for study is the sample area portion of population which is examined with the view of estimating the characteristics of population. Now methods of population sampling. So there are different methods are there. Simple random sampling, simple random sampling without replacement, simple random sampling with replacement. Under that, with replacement means you have to select the data. Once select the data, again you consider, in the sense the data will not be eliminated. So the selected data points will not be eliminated, but you consider all the time. That is with replacement. Without replacement means once data is obtained, you eliminate that data, and the remain data, among the remain data you will take the sample that is without replacement. So second system is systematic sampling, stratified sampling, cluster sampling, quota sampling, and purpose of the sampling. Some important terms associated with sampling. Parameter. Parameter is the population constant. Population constant is known as a parameter, a characteristic of a population based on all the units of the population. Based on all the units of the population, in the sense, again consider the expenditure or the earning, the income of a household all over the district, all over the city, means all over the Shirsi Taluk, say Shirsi Taluk, on the basis of all the earning persons. All the earning persons are the your population units, and this under this study, so you select some individuals and take the average of that, or take all the observations, enumerate and take the average of that value, one value what you get, that is known as parameter. Actually statistics ಅಲ್ಲ, statistic ಆಗಬೇಕು. Statistic means a sample constant. Sample constant means you select some area, and the study points, your individual is the average or any estimate of any estimate or any estimate of the any characteristic. So expenditure, income, not only these two, any characteristic, income or height, growth, etc. These are all the characteristics to study. So when you selected some area and you measures, and you will take one single figure on the basis of those units, you will take the average of that what you learned so far. So there are different types of averages: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, these are all the central values, mean, median, mode. These are all the values. All those values are of the sample of your given area is known as statistic. Statistical inferences are drawn about the population values, that is parameters based on the sample observations, that is statistic. Usually the following notations are used. So to measure mean, if you mean, so for the population parameter, the mean is equal to mu, and for the statistic is x, parameter x small x, mu and x bar, actually x bar ಆಗಬೇಕು. And population for the proportion. So for the parameter means obtained from the population, and statistics is obtained from the sample. And standard deviation is sigma for the population for standard deviation for the population, and the statistic S is the uh, standard deviation for the sample. This is the basic things of sampling theory. Let us see some more in the next class. Thank you.